Safety signage is an important part of any workplace or public space. It can help to prevent accidents and injuries by providing clear and concise instructions about how to use equipment and facilities safely. However, it is important to know the correct standard for safety signage in order to ensure that it is effective. Safety signages are the administrative control in hierarchy of control measures which are effectively used to minimize the risk of harm. In this particular video, we are going to discuss the importance of safety signages and the correct knowledge of standards. We will also provide some tips on how to create and use safety signages effectively. So whether you are a business owner, safety manager, or simply someone who wants to learn more about safety signages, this video is for you. So let's get started. In this video, we are going to talk about the global standards for safety signages. So first global standard for safety signages is referred from OSHA-1910.145, that is for specification for accident prevention signages and tags. Second standard is ANSI-Z535, criteria for safety symbols. Next is ISO 3846 part 1 to 4, which is for design principle for safety signages, safety marking, safety labels, and colorimetric and photometric properties of safety sign. Next is ISO 7010, which is for graphical symbols, registered safety signages. Next is IS 9457, which is for safety color and safety signages, which is an Indian standard. Let's talk about OSHA standard for safety signages. Let's understand OSHA 1910.145 standard. So OSHA talks about the general tag criteria for the safety signages. In general tag criteria, it talks about tags shall contain a signal word and a major message. The signal word shall be either danger, caution, warning, or notice. The signal word shall be readable at minimum distance of 5 feet or such greater distance as warranted by the hazard. The major message shall indicate the specific hazardous condition or the instruction to be communicated to the employee. So according to the image, you can see the signal word could be a danger, warning, caution, and notice or safety instruction. And the major message you can see, which is the instruction or hazard warning message with pictogram as shown in the image. Let's understand what are the signal words having the different meaning according to the OSHA for safety signages. First signal word is danger sign. Danger sign shows the situation that will result in serious injury or death. So the danger sign is used where the situation that will result in serious injury or death. The color code for danger signages or the danger signal word would be, the background color would be black color and red color, and the text will be written over to the red color with white letters. Let's talk about the caution signages as per OSHA. For caution signages, the signal word will be caution instead of danger. The standard color code for caution signages will be the background color with yellow color, and the signal word where the caution is written will be written over to the black background with yellow letters, and the major message is written in background of yellow color with black letters along with a clip art with hazard indicating pictogram. The caution signages will be used where the situation could result moderate or minor injury. Next is safety instruction signages. So the standard color for background shall be white and the panel will be green with white letters. Any letters used in the white background for the major signage or for the major message will be in black color. As shown in the image, you can see the signal word is written on the background of green color with white letters, and the major message is written in the white background with black letters, and a graphic image is used to create the hazard or hazard pictogram. Let's talk about the warning signs of OSHA. Color used for warning sign will be background of orange color and letters over to this in black color. The signal word will be a warning message or warning text will be written over to the background of orange with black letters, and a major message shall be written in background of orange color with black letters. The warning message or the signages is used where the situation could result in serious injury or death. Let's talk about the next signages, that is notice signage. The color for the notice signage, the signal word used is notice, which is written in the background of blue color with white letters, and the major message is written in the background of white color with black letters. Notice means the situation that at worst will only result in property damage and will not result in physical injuries. In such situations, notice signages are used. Now let's take a comparison in OSHA and ANSI standards. So in year of 1968, OSHA had adopted the standard of ANSI-Z535.1, and in year of 2011, OSHA had adopted the ANSI updated standard, which is called as ANSI-Z535. Let's take a comparison in both the standard of ANSI standards and how it is differentiated from each other. So let's talk about the OSHA or ANSI Z535.1 standard, where the signal word was written in a different format. Now in ANSI Z535, which has been adopted in the year of 2011, where the signal words are written in a different format. So as per shown in this particular image, you can see the comparison of signal words where each signal word is written with the difference in the signal words. Now the danger, warning, caution and notice signages, the background color is same, but in new ANSI standard, every signal word possesses or has a hazard alert symbol, which is shown with exclamatory marks inside a triangle. So this is a hazard alert symbol which is used along with the signal words in new updated ANSI Z535 standard, which is widely used according to the OSHA, and OSHA has also adopted the same standard. Now let's talk when you need to choose a right OSHA or ANSI signal words, how you will be choosing the signal words. So according to the particular image, you can see when we need to choose the signal words, we need to match the risk level. So with this particular image, I'm going to talk about how to choose the risk level with asking some relevant questions. Is physical injury a credible possibility? If no, then notice signal word shall be used. If physical injury credible possibility is there, then is death or serious injury a credible possibility? No, then caution signage will be used. In this particular image, you can see the difference how the OSHA has updated from the earlier ANSI standard to the new ANSI standard of Z535. So according to the previous OSHA standard, how the danger signages used to be presented, now according to the new ANSI standard, how the OSHA new signages are represented. So if we take a look at the danger signal word, now the danger signal word has been represented as danger in a same color, but it consists a hazard alert warning sign or hazard alert symbol, which is mentioned with exclamatory mark inside a yellow triangle. If we talk about the second sign is for the no trespassing, now it is being mentioned as in single word with yellow letters as a caution and with black letters. And if we talk about the hard hat area, which has been mentioned in this particular image, as this is a mandatory sign and it is used as the control. So the same has been used with the pictogram of ISO standard, and a text message, which is a major message, is written. So how the old OSHA, which was consisting the three images or the three signages in particular image, now it has been merged into a single image consisting all the three danger messages or the controls to be used. So this is the best practice. Signages are used worldwide now as a ANSI new updated standard Z35 standard, and it is accepted by the OSHA as well. Let's take a look for different signages which was earlier used by the old OSHA standard. Now how the OSHA has amended or updated with the ANSI standard. How the danger high voltage sign was used to look like. Now if we take a look at the new ANSI updated Z35 standard, and if we talk about the new OSHA sign, how the sign look like. Now the danger is there with hazard alert symbol and a pictogram of hazard voltage is there with a major text message. The warning sign, which used to be with the orange background and the white and the black letters, now it is looking with the orange background but hazard alert symbol, and a major message which is used with some pictogram and text messages or the controls, which is clearly mentioned in the detail. If we talk about the caution or low clearance sign, it used to look like in the OSHA format like this. Now in new updated ANSI standard, it has a hazard alert symbol along with a text message as a major message as well as a pictogram or a graphical symbol. So this is how the safety sign has been updated, which has the new signal word, text message, pictograms, and in same way for the safety tag also it has been amended, and for the safety label too. Let's track hazard alerting signages and the tags. If we talk about the hazard alerting signs or the tags, how the revolutions has come in all around for these signages. In year of 1914, according to the Workers' Comp Guide, how the signages used to be look like for the hazard alerting symbols. When next in year of 1941, how the hazard alerting signages were amended or updated, which looks like according to the OSHA standard or the old OSHA standard. Now in 1971, OSHA took again the same signages forward and it used to look like again in the same way. Now in 2002, the ANSI-Z535 standard came and the signages were amended, and you can see in the image how the pictogram image was used, safety alert symbol was used, and color coding was used. In 2004, when ISO formats came and the graphical symbols came, it started using in the new updated signages of ANSI standard, and the same was taken forward in year of 2030 in new OSHA signages, which is used as a best practice signages. As you can see in the image, the danger warning and the caution signage has the pictogram or the ISO formatted graphical symbols along with the text message. If we talk about the safety instruction or the equipment location signages, how the revolution has come around in the safety instruction signages or the equipment location sign. In year of 1914, how the signages used to look like, when in 1941, according to Z535 standard, how the signages modified. When in 1971, according to the OSHA, the new formats came and the signages were amended. In 2002, again ANSI-Z535 standard came and signages were amended. Now in 2014, now in 2004, how the ISO symbols came and it has been modified with the old signages and graphical symbols started using in the safety signs. And as forward, now in 2013, the signages were amended according to the ISO standards and OSHA and ANSI standard. If we talk about the Security General or the policy safety sign, so these signages are used with a signal word called notice sign. So these notice sign or the security or general policy safety sign, how the revolution has come around with these signage. When we talk about the fire equipment or the location signages, how the revolution has played a vital role in these making the safety signages. If we talk about the 1991, the NFPA standard was there and signages used to look like this. In 2002, same was carried forward by ANSI standard as well. When in 2006, when the ISO graphical symbols came, the signages started looking in a graphical way. And in 2011, ANSI has incorporated the NFPA standard and signages started looking like this. When in 2013, the ISO, ANSI, OSHA and NFPA merged all together and signages were made standard, and these are the current best practices used in the organizations for fire equipment location signages. Let's have a look where aggressive path marking signs, how the revolution has come around and it has played a major role in revolution of these safety signs for aggressive path marking signs, and these are the best practices used in current organization. Let's talk about what is ISO 3864. So ISO 3864 specifies the international standard for safety signs and marking in workplaces and public facilities. These labels are graphical to overcome language barriers. The standard is split into 4 parts. The part 1 talks about the design principle for safety sign and safety marking. The part 2 talks about the design principle for product safety labels. The part 3 talks about the design principle for graphical symbols for use in the safety sign. The part 4 talks about the colorimetric and photometric properties of safety sign materials. This is the overview look of a ISO 3864 standard, in which the table number 1 talks about the geometric shapes and the safety colors and contrast color used for the safety signages. As an image, you can see these are the geometric shape used as circle with diagonal bar mentioned as prohibition, circle with blue background used as mandatory action, triangle with yellow background used as the warning, and square with red background used as a fire equipment graphical symbol. So this is how the geometric shapes are used to indicate the safety signage's meaning. When we talk about the ISO 3864 Part 4, it talks about the color standards for the safety graphical signs. When we talk about the warning, it is indicated with background of signal yellow. When we talk about the prohibition fire equipment, it is indicated with the red color background. Mandatory are indicated in a blue background. Safety conditions are indicated in a green background. If we talk about the ISO 3864 Part 2, it lays out the following colors that corresponds to the level of risk. If low level of risk is persisting or existing, then it will be indicated as yellow. Let's talk about the ISO 3864 Part 3, where it defines 4 types of arrow signages and arrow designs and specifies what situation each type should be used in. Further, ISO 3864 Part 1 also provides design standard for safety marking, which are safety colors combined with a contrasting color in an alternating 45 strip pattern, intended to increase the visibility of an object, location or safety message. So when we need to use the multi messages in a safety sign, according to the ISO 3864, how the multiple signages to be used shown in this particular image. Let's talk about the ISO 7010. It uses the colors and principle set out in ISO 3864 for these symbols. So according to the ISO 7010, the 5 combination of shape and colors to distinguish between the type of information presented. So when we are going to use the prohibition sign, it means it is must not to, and it is shown with the safety color which is as per 3864 in red, and shape will be circle with diagonal line as shown in the image. When we talk about the mandatory sign as per ISO 7010, it meaning must do, and it is shown with the color blue color as per ISO 3864, and the shape will be a circle as shown in the image. The warning sign, it meaning warn on, warn off hazard. The color will be a yellow color and a shape will be equilated triangle with rounded corners as shown in this particular example. When we talk about the safe condition sign, it meaning identifying of safety equipment and exit. Color will be a green and square or rectangular shape will be used as shown in this particular example for emergency assembly point. When we talk about the fire safety sign, the meaning will be identifying of firefighting equipment, and the color will be used as red and the shape will be square, and the example is fire extinguisher sign shown in this particular image. ISO registered and list recommended pictogram which it calls safety signs. The ISO standard provides a registered number for pictogram that have officially been made part of ISO 7010 standard. E number refers to emergency sign showing a safety condition. F number refers to fire protection. P number refers to prohibited actions. M number refers to mandatory action, and W number refers to warning of hazard. Let's talk about the Indian standard, which is IS 9457, known for safety colors and safety signs code of practice. So this is very similar to ISO 3864 safety signage standard, where the graphical symbols, color, background color, text were represented. As per IS 9457, as shown in this table, the graphical shape and the background colors are shown for all the meaning of safety signs, where prohibition, mandatory action, warning, safe condition, fire safety signs and shapes has been mentioned in this particular table. If multiple signs to be used in IS 9457, then it has the example shown in this image, where caution, mandatory action and prohibition symbols are used along with a supplementary message which also carries the background color of or safety graphical symbols. As per IS 9457, it also talks about the layouts of safety markings, where the yellow and black strips are used for caution, where different types of markings are used in different colors to showcase the safety signs or hazards as shown in this particular image. So according to ISO 7010, these are the standard graphical symbols which has been taken from the ISO 7010 standard. So it talks about the safe condition. These are the signages are used. Thanks for watching this video. If you really like the video, please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel.